to officially put a bow on, the game last week, man, Steelers versus Bucks. We did not get a chance to do this on Monday's show, so we did want to just tap in and do that today to end this thing, man. But in terms of who are the top 5 standouts from the Steelers game, you want to go or you want me? I can go first.
Sure.
All right. So the 5 guys that I named in no particular order. I'm going to leave it at that because I know Deke going to order me. I
think I got an order. Yeah, I definitely have an order.
So for me, man, I had Mason Rudolph.
Whoa.
Kenny Pickett. Anthony McFarland. Quan Alexander. And Calvin Austin as my top 5 standouts from last game. And the reason why is this. You looked at what Mason was able to do. I thought he operated the offense with confidence. I thought that he threw the ball really well, used his legs really good. And obviously we know he had the big-time TD pass to Calvin. So I love that. When you talk about Kenny looked confident. He looked decisive. I thought that he threw the ball really well, spread it around the field, man. You hit multiple receivers on your drive. Deontay 3 times, Pat, touchdown pass to Pickens. Love that. And I thought he made just good decisions in terms of when to use his legs to extend the play, when to throw the football away. Anthony McFarland, he looked under control, but he looked fast. And that was the thing that I loved about watching him, because when we drafted him, that's what we was expecting from him, right? But it's been taking a little bit of time for us to see that, but we finally got a chance to see that in stadium, so I definitely thought he was impressive. Quan Alexander, man, because Quan was the best linebacker on the field to me, man. The way that he was attacking the line of scrimmage, the sideline energy, I just thought as a whole, man, he was one of those tone setters and a dude that when the regular season hits, if he stays healthy, that's one of them dudes that is going to have a big-time impact on our defense and the identity of our defense. And then the last one for me was Calvin Austin, man. I thought that he came in and looked fast. That was the one thing that I wanted to see from him specifically going into the game. I was like, I don't care about nothing else. As long as you look fast, we'll get the rest of it right.
And he caught the ball.
Yeah, you got to catch the ball. Absolutely. Jet sweep, looked fast, right? Deep pass, he caught it. And then he looked fast again, drawing the PI. So that was why, for me, I went with those 5. Even though I would have loved to have more defensive players up there, I wasn't as surprised.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, you're a little hard on the defense with this list.
Well, no. It's not that I'm hard on them. It's just my expectations are higher. So to me, Quan, it was exciting because I hadn't had a chance to see it all the way just yet. Cole played like how I thought Cole could play, though. When I look at Herbig, I was excited about it, but I told you my questions on that already. I want to see it versus a guy that's played right tackle before, not to do this learning to play right tackle in the game versus him. That's my only hiccup with that. Keanu Benton, DeMarvin Leal, you heard what I said when we talked about them on Monday. I love the performances. I just need to see that versus something nicer because I think that they are already nice like that. So that was why, for me, it was a little bit heavier on the offensive side and the only one on that defensive side, baby. But who you got, man?
You just had a soft spot for Mason right there.
What you mean? Mason, you could make a strong case that Mason had the best quarterback play in the game on that night.
I can't say
you
that.
Can make a case for that.
that.
I could make a strong, and I could make a case and like fight it with anybody.
Tampa
side or Steelers side, just because what he did. Because what he did, I can make a strong case. That's what I'm saying, man.
He had to fight Kendrick.
You see what he had to fight against, bro. You see what you see.
Well, Ben had to deal with that his whole final
season.
season.
Ben didn't play Friday night, man. Mason did, and that was the guy that Mason had to stand behind. So yes, I do feel some type of way about Mason having to go. You heard the passion in my voice when I talked about Mason the other day. I was like, yo, you could have really lost your, like, that could mess your career, bro.
Yeah.
Because literally, bro, he's up here and he's fall. I'm like, yo, that is a blown out leg. Like,
yeah, if you're Mason,
bro,
you have to sit out this season.
Man.
Who's picking you up afterwards?
Seriously, bro. Like, that changes everything. So yeah.
All right, my 5. This is in order. 1, Kenny Pickett. 2, Calvin Austin. 3, Quan. 4, Herbig. 5, Keanu Benton. And then my honorable mentions, I was also thinking for 5 were Mark Robinson and Anthony McFarland.
I like it.
But Keanu was my initial knee-jerk reaction to put it 5.
Okay. I likes that, baby.
Yeah, Kenny, for obvious reasons,
Yeah.
looking like he was in full control of the offense, was damn near perfect out there, outside of the incomplete pass to Jaylen Warren, which actually should be looked at as a positive play because he didn't take the sack.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
On it, yeah.
Calvin Austin III, yeah, electric. Gave me the splash that I needed to see. Quan Alexander looked like our best linebacker out there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you turn back the clock, was looking like old Pro Bowl Quan.
No, like, seriously. I was like, oh, you in Tampa? Where you at right now, man?
Nick
Low
Herbig.
key, that's what it was. It's the revenge game, bro.
Yeah.
It was a revenge game. We should have known. We got to see what that looks like this week. Gotta check that out again. Totally missed that one.
Nick Herbig, he jumped off the screen. Wait, what was his final stat line? Wasn't it a sack and a half?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Looked like 2 to me. They might have snubbed him on that.
Well, because they split his with, oh, my goodness. Who was the D-line, man? I think it was Liao. They split his with.
He jumped off the screen. As soon as he got in the game, I was like, wow, like this is night and day difference from whoever else was in there rushing. And then whenever Herbig got out, the pass rush wasn't there.
Yep.
I think it was Perales before Herbig, and I don't even remember who it was after. And then Keanu Benton, yeah, I mean, you could throw DeMarvin Leal in there too. Yeah. Like, he looked like how he was supposed to look, being a second-round pick and being that versatile defensive tackle / nose tackle where he's a big body, but at the same time, he's athletic.
Mm-hmm.
He just looked good.
And he plays with violent hands. That was my thing. I was like, yo, you look like you trying to just manhandle people in here. I love that.